Hello, welcome to Bourbon in House. My name is Tristan Blair. I'm here at Eleve in Walnut Creek, California, and tonight I am reviewing the Four Roses Limited Edition Single Barrel 2014. This bourbon is, the best way I can put it is this is the Van Winkle of the Four Roses bourbons. It's the most sought after, highly anticipated bourbon that they produce annually. Comes out in around June each year. There's only 5,000 bottles of this produced. It's 11 years old. Each year it changes too, and typically it's a very different recipe from year to year. Four Roses has a 10 different recipes they use for their bourbons. They switch it up a lot, and all of them are very complex and can be very different. This one in particular is the OESF. 109.6 proof is this particular bourbon. They range from about 100. This year it ranged from 108 to about 120 proof. So I got one of the lower ones, but I'm definitely not complaining because I got a bottle, and that in and of itself was a surprise. What's interesting is that everywhere I read, even on their website, one of 5,000. Yet on the bottle it says this is bottle number 2,890 out of 7,122. So my assumption is the other 2,122 are bottles that are overseas. I don't know if that's the case. I don't know if that 5,000 was a number domestically, but that's what it says on here. So that being said, it's barrel number 47-1I in warehouse HW, 54.8%. So 109.6 proof. And these, Jim Rutledge, the master distiller at Four Roses, handpicked these barrels, which is one of the things that makes these so special. And yeah, let's get into the nuts. Four Roses, they tend to have a respectable amount of rye in their mash bill, which over time I've come to really appreciate. I love the wheated bourbons. Some of the best bourbons out there in the world are wheated. That being said, the rye has just a ton of character, and this release is a true testament to that, specifically concerning Four Roses. It's barrel proof, or barrel strength, cask strength, so it's a non-chill filtered. What was in the barrel came straight into this bottle, wasn't cut down at all. No water, nothing. You get some really red, rich spices, layers of shelled nuts, some redwood tree bark. It's just, definitely a sharpness if you get too much in the nose. You don't want to stun yourself, so take it in the nose and moderately. Get some Christmas tree, some oak barrel, French toast. There's a sense of antique furniture, some of that finish that you see in a lot of old furniture. Really comes in the nose. Dark berries, blackberries, blueberries, almost a jamminess to it, like a blackberries preserve. Some kindling branches, oak kindling. Some vanilla definitely comes through. You definitely get the oak. It's got a savory hickoryness that I don't find in a lot of bourbons, and I definitely found in this a lot of hickory that you find in cured meats or smoked meats. And I thought that was really interesting. Just a rich savoriness to it. Definitely reminiscent of a stag. Slight chalky dryness on the palate, but I mean it's definitely got that menthol, that just puckering, that barrel proof just hits you right there. It's got just a 90-degree angle of menthol from the moment it hits your tongue to the finish, where the finish starts. It is just like spice, spice, spice all the way up. Absolutely gorgeous spice. Oak, you get mid palate to the back. You get some vanilla, paper bitterness. If I could describe this bottle, it would be like the Mendocino redwood trees in a bottle. For any of you who have been to California, particularly to the Mendocino coast and the redwoods there, if you could bottle that in a whiskey, this would be it. Piney citrus earthiness to it from that redwood. You get some brown sugars. The hickory from the nose definitely comes through to the palate. It's thick and heavy on the tongue. Absolutely gorgeous. Bold, long finish. Beautifully assertive. Redwood oak, vanilla, menthol definitely lingers. You get the complex spices, black and white peppers from the mid palate to the back. You get a lot of mint. Mint is a common note throughout a lot of the Four Roses mash bills, or should I say recipes, and that is definitely one that you get with this. Very symphonic on the finish, meaning it does not just finish, it really just goes and goes and goes and goes. If you find this, I highly recommend picking it up. It has an MSRP of around $100, so if you find it anywhere past the summer, it's probably going to be much higher than that, $150 to $200 and up. I got this for $99.99, so I was very lucky to get that. Yeah, and if you see this, definitely buy it. Cheers.